Yeah, Enigma in the house. My man J-Span, Titan Studios. It's called From the Heart. Keeping it real is what all this song's about. Never selling your soul. Always staying true to yourself. Alright, yeah. Check it out. Money, cars, but will never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars, but will never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the start. Man, money, cars, but will never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars, but will never get you far unless you gonna spit.
And welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show. That's right, it is ITC Sportsball, and I am your man, Jerome Span. Of course, pretty face on ITC. Don't you forget it, baby. And of course, we are back this week with the regular sports ball crew. We've got that hot take spitter, the man who rips like Dylon spits. When he steps on the mic, he's the modern day Ali on the microphone. When he steps into your home, all your ladies is gone. He is that man.
Hairs in the wind. It's your boy Mace. I'm ready to go.
And of course, we've got ITC's resident troll. He's that guy that sees a fire and he's like, I got this gasoline and gunpowder. What's happening? If you let him into your brain, it's going to drive you insane. He is that man, Daryl.
I don't need no introduction. Yeah.
Already, baby, already. But yes, of course, we got to apologize. We were off last week, but hey, that was a crazy set of circumstances. Just know we were going to record, but I was on like 3 hours of sleep, and that just wasn't happening. So
he needs his beauty rest.
Hey, bro, you can't be the prettiest face on ITC if you don't get your beauty rest. Like, it just doesn't work. That's not how this works. All right. But
it's okay. Y'all could have just got on my back. I would have had the team.
I don't know about that one.
Hey, look, man, I appreciate the confidence. I do appreciate the confidence. I like it a lot. But yes, we have to get things rolling here because, of course, we've got quite a few things to talk about this week, and we have to start with what's been going on in the NBA playoffs. Mace, got to start right here with your LA Lakers. Boy, they got the broom put to them by the Nuggets. They swept them straight out of the playoffs. We talked about it on this show, right? LeBron's been playing on 1 foot over the course of this playoffs. So how do you feel about how everything went down with it being a 4-0 sweep and potentially what's going to go on with the Nuggets moving forward here in the NBA Finals?
I mean, I think the sweep was a bit surprising. Excuse me, because I figured there might be a game where Denver's off for a night, but at most they were off for a half, but that was it. So Denver was too good of a team to think that a collection of dudes that just got together in February would win. I mean, you're always supposed to have faith in your team, but come on, bro. Let's be realistic here. Our team overachieved, regardless of what you say. It was a good season.
Trash. Tell the truth. Please tell the truth.
What's the truth?
You had role players on that team that didn't perform. That's why you lost. Speak those names.
We overachieved.
Speak those names. They thought they could play some lazy basketball, thinking they can we can get over on them, and after that they got freaking handled. That's what happened.
Are you just mad because D'Lo didn't show up versus the Nuggets, but he was single-handedly handing Golden State them L's?
Hey, Golden State.
I think that's what you mad at.
Golden State might have got L's, but they didn't get swept. How about that?
D'Lo decided to go to Cancun a week early. That's what happened.
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
Hey,
he should have showed up on the team.
He decided to book his ticket to Cancun a week early, bro. He thought the second round he was done after the second round, dog.
You tell D-Lo he wasn't doing nothing. Your man's over here that always want to throw 3 fingers down underneath his hip. He wasn't doing nothing. Who else wasn't doing nothing? AD was barely doing anything. He can go back to being street clothes because he can't even freaking do a dunk right. And you had LeBron had to work his minutes just to do pretty much what the team should be doing because he had to put in more work than he had to. You looked at if you watch game 4, that was ridiculous.
I've been saying
happened.
For the last 2 years, LeBron shouldn't be playing more than like 32 minutes a game. Have I not?
Where was the team at? That was LeBron James game 4 versus the Nuggets. That was not his team. That was him solo versus that whole team. That is a disgrace.
Did I deny any of that though? Did I deny any of that?
Screw the greatness thing about him being great and everything else. He shouldn't have to do that. This is a team sport. Where's your 4 other players at? Sleeping on vacation? I don't care. They're trash.
Well, that was an even number of games, so street clothes wasn't showing up. He only show up for odd number games.
Look, I think this series had more to do with the Nuggets than it did the actual Lakers, because as much as I was consistent in what I said, like Mace will tell you, right, in the Discord that we're in, Mace, right? When I tell them other Laker fans, I said Nuggets in 5. I said it the whole time, Nuggets in 5, Nuggets in 5, Nuggets in 5. Kept telling them. I thought the Lakers would be able to pull one out their butt, right? I thought they almost did it with game 4. They almost pulled one out their butt, right? So, but this has more to do with the Nuggets than anything than the Lakers. The Lakers, like Mace said, I know Daryl wants to clown. He wants to be mad. You're right, because he mad because your Lakers put out the Warriors and he can't sit there and clown you for that. So he got to finally get his moment in the sun right now. I see what you're doing, baby. I see it and I like it. But at the end of the day, this has to do everything with how damn good the Nuggets are. And look, I just got to say, Jamal Murray in this series, he said, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, baby. Like, this man went crazy, dog.
He took it personal.
Look,
Jamal
let's
took
talk about
personal.
Over those games, Jamal, from game, we're going to go right 1 to 4. 31, 37, 37, 25. Every game except for game 2, he was over 50% shooting from the field.
Hey,
Think about that.
He took it personal.
He said, y'all was talking, y'all forgot about me? Y'all forgot what we was doing in the bubble when we were still young? Y'all forgot about me? Nah, hey, Jamal Murray has been balling. I have to give it to that whole Nuggets team. They're a complete team. I guess that's the best compliment that I can give them, right? Yes, we know in the NBA, you need a superstar player if you're going to win a championship. You need at least one dude that's like, hey, no matter what has happened throughout the course of the game, fourth quarter come, he going to go get you buckets. They got that with Jokic, right? So they're good there. Then normally you need another dude that can go get you buckets on a pretty consistent basis. They got that with Jamal Murray. And then you talk about Porter Jr. out here with the ultimate green light. Look, you want to talk about a dude that I don't think he has ever seen a shot he don't like.
Crazy Porter Jr. stat, bro. This man has played in like 200 and something games. In 89 of those, he has 0 assists.
Bruh,
over his career.
He is not out there
in basically a full season of NBA games. He had 0 assists. My man says the ball starts and stops with me, son.
Yeah, well, that's a wild stat. That is wild. I didn't even know that. That is wild.
I saw that the other day, bro. I was like, hey, the ball starts and stops with me.
Look,
hey, you swing that thing over here. Get back on defense. I got it.
Porter
Go ahead and start
here.
jogging back, bro.
He's not here to pass the ball, bro. That's what they got Jokic and Murray for.
They say you get the ball out the net around here.
You know what?
Look,
I'm glad Mace is not one of them Laker fans that said LeBron got fouled on the last play either. I'm glad you didn't say that nonsense either.
I mean, what does it matter? Look, first off, let's be for real. LeBron is historically poor at the free throw line, especially
if he would have got fouled. If he would have got fouled there, I
he probably missing one. I
he
love
missing
LeBron.
Listen, he missing the first one and then gonna try to clank the second one all nasty style and try to one of those scrambled last second deals that nobody ever practices, but people swear they can pull off when they need it.
Look, I love LeBron James, but his kryptonite as a basketball player has been free throws over his entire career. It has never made sense to me that a dude that can consistently get to the line at the rate that he doesn't shoot like 85%. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't asking you to be Steph Curry, Steve Nash is shooting in the high 90s and stuff.
Just be around 82 to 85.
That's all I'm saying, bro. This man has been historically like a 77% free throw shooter for his career. Like, bro, what? How?
You would have broke the scoring record like 3 seasons ago if you would have hit free throws, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you would have been consistently hitting them free throws, bro, you would not have to be playing at 48 minutes a game.
Facts. But to the point though that Daryl actually brought up here, we have to, we were talking about the Lakers and the Nuggets here. We have to talk about the Miami Heat and what's going on in that series. And shout out to our boy Quasi for all this holding us down. Always listen to us. I know he got on my butt about trying to believe in the Sixers. I'm sorry, Quasi. Okay, I said it on here on wax. I'm sorry. I should have never believed that fraud James Harden after years of telling everybody. Why would you ever believe in James Harden? Why?
Listen, bro. Listen, we know, bro. You just want Embiid to get his.
No. You know when you watch The Grinch and when the Grinch had his heart freaking explode like out of his chest. That's what happened when I seen them Sixers fail once again for another year.
Your heart grew 3 sizes too big.
Never ever believe in them Sixers. I don't know why you keep on doing this.
But I'll tell you something. For this series, Jimmy dropping a 50 burger and closing this thing out.
Tonight, you said, okay, wait. So I was about to ask y'all boys who you got tonight, but it looks like Mason's already got beaten us too. So Mason clearly got the heat. He said, you say 50 burger?
Jimmy giving them boys a 50. He had 14 last game. Oh, he giving them a 50 burger.
Nah, I think it's a Jimmy curse.
Nah, Jimmy about to
he's
in Miami. He about to get them boys a 50 burger.
So he lost his first
close this thing out.
So you telling me they lost those 2 games on purpose just to go back home just to win it?
I'm not saying they lost those 2 games on purpose. Boston is a good team.
They've been underperforming.
They've been underperforming.
They've been
underperforming. Boys on the ropes. They swinging for the fences.
Nah. They're about to give the Celtics some dumb stat that nobody needs.
Bro,
let's come back from a 0-3.
Listen, dog. I know I am a great proponent of you can't do something the first time until you do it for the first time, but it ain't happening here. 50 burger, Jimmy Butler, Celtics going home.
Well, Mace, you're delusional. You're a Lakers fan. You saying they were going to win. So anyway,
wait. Hold on, wait. No,
I never said they were going to win.
Hold on. I'm not going to let you do that to him. I knew some other Laker fans that were swearing up and down to me that, oh man, the Lakers after game 1, Mason, you can hold me down on this. I was telling them this series was done, and they was like, no, man, we got it, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Yak is all I heard. And who ended up being right? This guy. That's who. So, but I'm not going to let you do that, though, Daryl, because Mace did not actually say the Lakers was going to win that series. Mace was like, nah, the Nuggets got this. He was hoping his team could win, but he knew the Nuggets got this thing.
I think I originally said
I know you said the Nuggets. I know you said the Nuggets. I'm just saying you're just a role player Lakers fan. That's all. That's all.
How, bro?
You're not going to stick to the end like I do with my Warriors. That's all. You don't going to do it. You're not going to do it. You already skipped to the next team.
I'm a sensible fan, bro. I know the shortcomings of my team.
Oh, you should have said that at the beginning of the season.
Bro, the niggas was terrible. I didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs. What you talking about?
Daryl, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? You just try to see? You see that? You see that look at his face, Mace? That's why you can't deal with him. That's why. That's exactly what it is. You fell for the trap. You fell for it. He set it out there, and you was like, "Let me jump up in there."
Hey, bro.
I got my picks for the Celtics at this point. This is really bad because it doesn't make sense anymore. Like if I'm up 3-0 and we have chances to finish it. This is every night now. Every night is the finish. All I have to do is win. They're goofing this up. Now you got them. Now you got the Boston Celtics got hope. You got everybody saying, "Oh, now this is something." Now they're on. Now they're on. I don't want to hear that.
But Jimmy got that dog in him, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That dog went to sleep with a darn biscuit in his mouth. He's catching itis.
Jimmy got that dog in him, son. Hey, bro, like you ain't gonna keep him down for 2 games in a row. 14 points.
I'm sorry. The Nuggets got 9 days of rest. They're Gucci. Over here, the Heat, they over here still struggling to put down the freaking Boston.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say it right now. No matter who come out the East, the Nuggets about to mollywop their head. You might get them game 1 because they might have some rust from sitting out too many games in a row, right? Sitting out too many days, excuse me. But they about to mollywop your head in that series. That at best you going 6 with them. At best case scenario. Because I'm telling you, Jokic,
them boys on a mission, man.
Yeah, Jokic is on a mission. Dog, when I saw this man in game 3 and 4, where he just taking the ball and he like, nah, dog, I got it. Coast to coast, baby. I got this. I'm not passing this. I'm putting my head down and going through AD chest and getting this bucket up. What's happening? And I can't look. AD, I can't call him street clothes right now because he stayed healthy for the course of the playoffs. He stayed healthy. He played fairly well. But I will say what this series proved to me more than anything about AD is that he is not a number 1 guy because he cannot perform consistently enough for you to be a number 1 guy. Game 1, he was a number 1 guy. The rest of the series, he was really like a number 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at when the NBA playoffs are over, we're probably going to do a whole breakdown of what playoff teams need to do to get better. But yeah, AD really ain't. LeBron at his age can't be the number 1, and AD for whatever reason does not want to be a number 1.
I say this last thing. If the Heat wins and go against the Nuggets are sweeping them. But if it gets the Boston to the Nuggets, it's gonna be a longer series. Just calling it like I see it.
Okay, fair enough. But we got to keep things moving here because we got to talk about the madness that has been going on over in Spanish football and La Liga with Vini Jr. Look, y'all know first and foremost, when it comes to soccer, I'm a Barcelona fan. I rock with Barcelona. That is my team. Okay. Real Madrid is our chief rival. Can't stand Real Madrid. You can ask Mace. I hate them. They have slowly crept in right underneath the Green Bay Packers for me. Like they really have. Like it's kind of disgusting how much I really hate them. But this racist stuff that's been going on in the La Liga over the course of years and years and years that all these black players have been telling y'all about over and over and over. And all the time it's the excuses of, well, our hands are held, well, our hands are tied, we can't do nothing, da-da-da-da. It's bull. It's straight bull. Vinny, look, you can go out there and talk all the trash and you want about him, but you shouldn't. Look, man, it is one thing that I think a lot of fans get wrong. You shouldn't be out there making it personal. There's plenty of stuff that athletes do on the field that you can talk about. There's plenty of it. But you shouldn't be making it racist. Shouldn't be talking about their families and all this stuff. Because look, as I've told y'all, I am a proponent of what the Indiana Pacers did to them fans. Hey, you want to throw something at me? You're going to get the beats. It's just the way, like there's certain lines that shouldn't be crossed. And I feel like a lot of fans have lost that entirely and forgetting that first off, it's just sports, dog.
Okay. You wouldn't say any of this to these people's face.
And that's the chief and primary point right there. If you saw these people out in public, like a bunch of those fans, Mace, that was out there being racist as hell towards Vini, which at this point, to give credit where credit is due, 7 people have been arrested in the racial abuse of Vini Jr. as of today, right? As of today's news and making sure that there wasn't any more. There's at least been 7 people arrested. If y'all would have been doing stuff before, it wouldn't be this issue. It wouldn't have gotten this far. There have been players that have told you guys about this for forever and a day. Going back to even like the Barcelona players that I know, like Samuel Eto'o, Eric Abidal. These guys told y'all what it was. Thierry Henry told you what it was. And y'all didn't listen to him. You know, like, look, man, I'm all for all the talking in the world. I'm all for it. It's a part of the game. Like me, when I hoop, I talk trash. Like if I see that my trash talk is getting in your head, my mouth is gonna go even faster. I'm psychopathic like KG to where when I see that it's working on you, I'm gonna go even harder. But I'm not psychopathic to where like I'm just gonna be saying it to you like you look like a cancer patient, Charlie Villanueva. Like I have boundaries. I keep it within the context of the game. You know what I mean? Like I don't do that. But all this racism and stuff is crazy, man. It's like, at what point do black players just say, I'm cool with going and playing La Liga because of this?
Oh, I think it'll happen. And once it does, once you get those guys to start turning down those La Liga teams, once somebody turns down Real or Barcelona because they don't want to deal with those racist abuse, the alarms are going to sound, bells are going to start ringing, they're going to start screening you at the gate. Hey, once somebody turns them down, once a high profile player turns them down, like for instance, let's just say Mbappe turns Real Madrid down. He's like, I ain't going over there and dealing with that racism. That's what. If he comes out and like, listen, I'm leaving PSG, but I ain't going to La Liga. Don't come knocking on my door. Don't call me. No nothing. I don't want to go there. I'm not getting called. No monkeys. No none of that. I'm good. They're gonna have to sound the alarms at that point.
So via the Associated Press, just to give everybody who doesn't know fully what has happened here, like I said, this has been an ongoing issue, and it's happened more than once. So before, there was a match against Valencia that was temporarily stopped after Vinicius said a fan behind one of the goals called him a monkey and made monkey gestures toward him. Okay. Then, on top of that, that morning of the game, there was an effigy of Vinicius was hanged by the neck outside of the stadium between the match between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Okay. At some point, you got to do something about the racism. And I want to say, I appreciate the fact that La Liga's president has came out and apologized for his initial reaction to what Vini said about how the league doesn't protect them. I just want to also point out, though, that your initial reaction was complete BS. And the fact of the matter that you were blaming the victim of the racist abuse is absurd. Absurd.
That basically means that his younger self was a part of that mob, and then he was like, I can't say that no more. Listen, bro. If you listen to the way some of these American owners and other people in power talk about things like this, and then you listen to his statements, they sound exactly alike. The script is the same. Can't do nothing about it. That sounds like you was out there at one point.
And all I'm saying, bro, is like, look, I can get you delivering that same message to Vini in a private conversation, right? Down the road. Hey, look, dog, get what you're saying, but we need your help too. We need you to come in and meet with us. We got to figure out what we can do. I get it. That is a conversation that probably has to be had. But you don't come out the day that this man didn't have to deal with that BS. You can come up, oh, well, you know, if you would just come meet with us. Word, bro. Word. Okay. So I just want to say, appreciate that you came out and apologized, but I don't really feel that great about it because I feel like you only apologized because it blew up in your face because everybody was looking at you like, nigga, what? What?
Oh, let me drop this before we get out of La Liga. Let me drop this last little bombshell on you. Apparently, they aren't going to have VAR next year because they don't want to pay for it.
What?
Yeah, they don't want to spit the money out to have VAR next year for La Liga.
Really?
I saw that. Was it if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before that they were yeah, the president of the league was like, yeah, I'm good on that.
I don't know.
I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it for you when we're done here. I know I ran across it, and for whatever reason, I didn't fucking send it to you immediately.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so La Liga, do better. Clean up that racism out there.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
Because there's people like NBC Sports California who got rid of Glenn Kepper. For those that don't know, he's the jackaloon that decided to say the N-word league museum. And look, it just flowed off his tongue, baby. Look, take it from this black guy. Okay, if it flows off your tongue that easy, you say that in your regular life. Like, you see how nigga comes out real easy for me? Because I say nigga. So if you see how easily it flowed, and his homeboy, look, here's the thing though. His homeboy right next to him, he getting a lot of credit for sitting there just nodding and pounding his chest like, oh, I didn't say it though. But you was over there nodding your head like, yep. No alarm bells went off in his mind. It's because he says it on the regular too. I'm just telling you. Take it from this black guy. I know we have some white people and stuff that listen to this, and Latinos and Asians and stuff. We take it from this black guy. If it flows off your tongue that easy, they say it on the regular. It sounds normal to them. That's why no alarm bells went off.
From somebody that says nigga a lot, they say nigga a lot with the ER.
They say it with the hard R all day. It's very, very regular word to them, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, yeah, some of y'all need to clean your racism up because I'm getting sick and tired of having to talk about your racism. But as a black man, I will never, ever stop pointing out your damn racism. Let me tell you that. It is my job, my duty. But everybody else that didn't have the freedom to sit here and do this, what we do, didn't have the freedom to just go out and express itself, I'm going to make sure I go out here and do it, okay? That's played out facts. Okay, but moving forward here, we have to get to the fight that went down last weekend between Loma and Haney. I know what my piece on this is, so I'm gonna start right here with y'all. How do you guys feel about how this fight went down? Daryl, I know did you end up watching the fight? Because I didn't know if you ended up watching it or not.
I didn't even bother after seeing them reports. I was like, good thing I saved my time. I'm saving all my time for the Crawford fight. That's all I'm saving my time for. There's nothing else I'm watching till Crawford.
Mace, how did you feel about the fight that you ended up seeing?
Lomachenko got robbed. I say what you want to, be a fan of Devin Haney. I think he's a pretty cool dude. He's young. He likes to fight. He wants to fight. I like that. But at the same time, you didn't win that one, player. You didn't.
What was was there knockdowns? Were there no knockdowns?
No, there was no
knockdowns.
No knockdowns. And Lomachenko, he controlled the pace of the fight. and the center of the ring for the majority of that fight.
Who had more damage?
I mean, it was fairly even.
Yeah, I say
the problem I have with how the judges scored that, there was quite a few rounds where it was very clearly Lomachenko. Like down the stretch, there was look, in my eyes, Lomachenko took 2 out of those last 3 rounds. With that being the case, I just find it weird that one judge was managing to say that there was like that much of a difference in their scorecard between the two. Like I can get you going close either way. And the reason I say that is while I was watching that fight, I also know that there is a possibility that all 3 of these judges are seeing this fight differently from me. They may be scoring it differently. They may value things differently than what I would when I'm scoring a fight watching it, right? So I knew it could go the other way, but my God, Mace, I thought it was very, very clearly a Lomachenko win. I mean, how the hell did the judges come to Haney? It was beyond me, bro. And I love Devin Haney. Like, I think he's dope. I love watching all of his fights. But you did not win that fight, player. You didn't.
I think it's one of those things where if you can get away with keeping the guy undefeated, undisputed, and all that nonsense, they just, hey, bro, let's if there was no knockdown in that fight and one guy clearly didn't get beat up, not saying it was rigged or anything like that. Don't let me get on that soapbox talking about scorecards are rigged or whatnot. But I mean, it's what we all say. You have to, if you're the challenger, you can't leave it in the judges' hands. That's really what it comes down to. Not often do challengers win decisions. It's just when do we see that happen? Daryl, when have you seen a challenger win a decision?
Very, 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 very rare.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, to Haney's credit, he did not take a lot of damage, but also to his discredit, he didn't give out a lot of damage. So I mean,
well, the last time that ever happened, that was in a UFC fight, and that was Rose versus what's her face, and they just stood still for like half the fight.
And I mean, and to the point that Mace is making there, look, let's go back to Leon Edwards and Usman, right? What did Leon's corner tell him between round 4 and 5? They said, Leon, you got to go out here and get it done. You got to go out here and finish this joint. There's no ifs, ands, buts. You got to go out here and get a win. You got to go finish this. It's your moment. This is your time. The one mistake I think Lomachenko made was he didn't go do that in the final round. He should have said, this might be close. I need to go out here and try and knock this man the hell out. Like, I need to put a little caution to the wind and go try and knock this man out real quick, because the judges just, you never know what they're going to score the card, right? You never, like, you could be watching a fight, everybody in the arena, all the people on TV, watching it on TV can see it one way, and them 3 judges could say, nope, it was the other way. So, like May said, you don't ever want to leave it in the judges' hands. Now, Mace, we were talking about this a little bit after that fight, and I know Haney is, he's at that point where he wants to try and start getting a lot of like super fights and stuff like that. And we both talked about it right off top. I don't think he mentioned Tank Davis's name before, but I don't think he wants any parts of fighting like that.
He need to get some mouthwash and wash that name out of his mouth. He's not ready for that. He's not ready for that. Go ahead and hey. That's not something you want to do, player. I can tell you right now. Them body shots that you was throwing at Lomachenko. Don't you dare go in there trying to fight Tank like that. Don't you dare even think that's a possibility, my boy.
Bruh. Tank is a monster, right? And here's where I think Haney is going to run into a little bit of an issue, right? You fight guys like Tank tries to punch through you. The guys that you would be trying to fight now, they trying to punch through you. I don't know if you're ready for that kind of fight like that. Because I think Haney is a great technician. I think he has that about him. He is a technical fighter. I'm not saying he doesn't have any knockout power. He can knock a guy out, right? But he doesn't have that power that makes you be like, if he touches you once, he's gonna put your lights out. Like when Tank is fighting, you see him and he like every time he hit a dude, you like, how are you still on your feet? It's a different animal there that I think you're fighting. Even with Lomachenko. Lomachenko's not a knockout dude. Lomachenko is, if he knocks you out, he's knocking you out by attrition. He didn't beat you up. That means he been hitting your ass with combos for 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds. Like the last dude he had fought, right? Where he had the bad dude corner, like, hey, come on, man. Throw your towel in. I'm over here just beating the hell out your man. Like, what are y'all doing? He's gonna beat you. He's gonna knock you out like that. But dudes like Tank Davis, that man, he gonna knock your block off, okay? Your block gonna get knocked and roll down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to fight that dude.
He might you might have a better chance of knocking on Ryan Garcia door, but then even then, that man's probably on a revenge tour right now. So you probably don't want to do that just yet.
On top of that, I'll be honest with you, Garcia's a hell of a fighter. Look, the fact that he was able to even deal with Tank for as long as he did was a testament to that man. I don't know if you want to fight him because I think, like May said, he's about to be on his revenge tour. He got something to prove, and if you want me to be honest, I think he wants to get back to another Tank fight to try and get that loss back because he doesn't strike me as the type of guy that just takes the loss and be like, oh, I don't ever want to fight that guy again.
Mm-mm. You can tell, man. You can see it in his eyes, bro. It's like he gonna do what he got to do to get back, to get his get back. He got to get his licks back. Bro. I don't know. You got a few fighters you got to get through before you start sliding in their DMs to try to make something happen, bro. Like, I wish you the best. I'm gonna be here for the fights, but keep Tank name out your mouth right now. Don't do that.
But since Daryl brought it up, we actually have to talk about the fight that was announced this week, and that was Errol Spence Jr. versus my boy Terrence Bud Crawford. Daryl, how you feeling about this fight, man?
Crawford been waiting for a minute. Put someone in the dirt. They got a deal done. He's not going to disappoint. That's all I'm going to say.
This ain't going to decision.
Nope.
I don't think this will get out the 8th. I don't even. You know what? This might fight not even make it to the 6th. Let's be real here.
We're going to experience 2 good boxing fights in this whole year. We just had Tank and Garcia. Now we're about to have Crawford.
Hey, this is a unicorn year. This is a unicorn year. This don't happen very often.
I'm saying right now, this is bringing people that don't be watching boxing watch boxing. That's what's crazy. This is a unicorn year for boxing. We usually don't get these very often.
Just want to point out, Bud has knocked out 76% of his opponents. That means there is a 3/4 chance when you get in there with Bud Crawford, he is going to knock you out. I cannot wait. I have loved watching Bud fight for years. His style it's unique, and I appreciate the fact that he fights with flair in the ring. It's just like, you know, with soccer players with flair, right? The guys like we love watching a dude like a Neymar, right? Because you get not only the substance, but you get some flair with it. You know, that's what Bud has, man. So I can't wait to watch this. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sit here and come out here and act like Errol Spence Jr. is some slouch. He is not. That man is a great fighter. But I think Bud is one of those generational fighters. I think he's one of those dudes where he's just better than everybody else that he's fighting against. And I feel like he's maybe approaching the end of the road here to where, hey, you know, Bud is 35. He done fought, and this will be fight 40 coming up, right? it might be time to hang him up. I don't see him going out losing. I see Bud, if he going out in spectacular fashion with another knockout. Good luck to you, Mr. Spence Jr.
Being like, okay, let me put his lights out and retire, bro. Like, you can definitely see it, because what other fight has he been waiting on? What other fight is out there for Bud Crawford if he beats Errol Spence?
I can't think of one. Daryl, can you think of a fight that'd be out there for him at this point? Because like he's fought so many people at this point. Like what's left to do?
What weight class is he again?
Bud fights around what is it? Jeez. See, I'm trying to remember the name of it's like welterweights. Welterweights.
So it's like what in boxing, that's still 170?
That is a great question. See,
what weight Canelo is? Canelo versus Crawford. That'd be interesting.
That's like in his last fight, Crawford was at 146, 147. 147 is the welterweight limit.
Canelo fight bigger than that.
Yeah, he fights bigger than that.
Yeah, the Canelo fight around like 150, 160, doesn't he?
He at his last fight was 168.
Yeah, we can't do that one.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. There's nobody left. Because he cleared out his division, and there's nobody left like that. There's nobody close enough in weight class that there is for him to fight. I mean, unless Ryan Garcia decided to lose his mind and want to try and challenge him, I don't see anybody that it even makes any sense just based off of like their resumes, right? Like, because Garcia is still young. His only real loss like that is against Tank Davis, and it's hard to say it, but nah, bruh. Maybe when if Bud was younger, I'd be like, we gotta find a way to make that happen. But nah, bro, you can't do that.
Somebody's career is getting severely shortened.
He's an animal, bro. He's an animal. Yeah. But we got to keep it moving, though, because we have to get in these picks for WWE Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, which is going to be starting in about 30 minutes from now from when we're recording this. So let's get this train rolling, and we will start with Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Daryl, who you got?
Becky Lynch, obviously. Oof. Ugh. One terrible match down. Let's keep it going.
Mace, who you got, man?
To keep it consistent, bro, I got to go with my baby Trish. I got to go with it. Listen, bro.
Sometimes you gotta give fools milk, but hey, that's cool.
Hey, man. Just gotta go with it. I need it.
Hey, good thing. Nah, it's not even a good thing. They're gonna be in Saudi Arabia with that one-piece suit. No Trish Stratus, nothing. She's not even gonna look like Trish Stratus. She's gonna be on one jumpsuit.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Becky here. If they give Trish this win, that would be the weirdest thing ever. But
it would be terrible, but I need it. It would be terrible. It would be terrible for the women's division, but I need it.
Oh no. All right. We're moving forward here. We have got Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Daryl, who you got?
Natalya is not winning no damn title. So it's going to be Rita. That's all I'm going to say. This is a placeholder freaking match. No one cares about it. We even forgot it was even on the card. They didn't share no promos or build up for this match at all.
Mace, who you got?
I got Rhea. Bro, like I said, she's got to be dominant for a little bit. I'm here for it.
You always got to give the Muscle Mommies more love. Rhea Ripley all day. But moving forward here,
Muscle Mommies?
You heard me. Moving forward here, we've got Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Daryl, who you got?
I got Asuka. Keep it consistent.
Consistent? What? How's that keeping it consistent?
Because I'm never
makes sense.
Because I'm hoping for her to lose that belt every single time.
What? Why do you root against Bianca so much? I don't understand. What's
She
your
is
issue?
boring. It's so boring now. They try and think about putting her heel. She's boring. Like she comes up with the same thing, the same talk, the same everything. Change it up something. Like it's boring at this point.
But is that product of her, or is it product of the other women that she has to work with that are of any quality?
No, this is her.
See, he can't just let it make sense. He's like, no, it has to be this person. Whatever, man. Hater. Okay, whatever. You picked Asuka, so be it. Use a hater. That's your job here. Mace, who you got, man?
I got Bianca. I really don't see her losing her belt until like maybe getting close to a Royal Rumble, so she can go back, win the Rumble, win her belt back at WrestleMania. You know, something on the lines of that. I don't see it here. I can't see it here.
Yeah, if you think I'm picking against Bianca Belair, you done lost your damn mind. Okay, that's all I can tell you. You done lost it. You're crazy. You're nuts. Yeah, you're nuts. But moving forward here, we have got Daryl's favorite match of the night, Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. Daryl, who you got?
Gunther, stop.
Oh, God. Oh, I tried to hold in the laughter, but I couldn't. It was too much. Oh, man. Just straight Gunther. No analysis, just Gunther.
I'm not going to disrespect Mustafa Ali. He got an injury stopped his push, and they gave it to Kofi. So let's get that straight. He was injured. Remember?
That is not why Kofi got that push.
Yes, he did.
Stop that right now.
Yes,
that is not why Kofi got that push.
If Mustafa
Ali has never been that over with crowds. Ali has look. He is from Chicago. He is a Chicago guy. I love the guy as a wrestler. He has never been that over with the entire population of the WWE fan base. You stop that right now. Mace, who you got?
I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of fan service here. I got Mustafa Ali winning in Saudi Arabia. You know, he got a, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just throw it up there. I'm just throw the fist up. Hey, his name Ali. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
I wish I would have picked first because I was totally gonna say the same thing, Mace. Mustafa Ali all day, baby. Let's go, Mustafa Ali. Let's go. He probably gonna lose. But I don't care. I'm still picking him tonight. Let's get it. Well, this afternoon. Let's go. Let's show up all the haters like Daryl, Mustafa. Let's do it. Now, moving into what you could deem is if it was split up like a UFC card, right? These are what they would start calling the co-main events, right? They would probably try and figure it out some way to call all three of these. So let's get here. We got Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Daryl, who you got?
Brock Lesnar got to win this one so they can have their little SummerSlam battle. I'm tired of this story already. It's boring. It's John Cena 4.0. I'm over it. Brock Lesnar.
Hey, so you got?
I'm with Daryl on this one. You got to give it to Brock Lesnar to try to elongate this battle to give like Cody's road to Roman. So hey, I got Brock right here just to keep the story rolling.
I actually disagree with both of you. This is where you give Cody Rhodes an actual clean win over Brock because you're trying to build him up to be able to beat Roman Reigns for the belt. And what's a better way to say, hey, look, I got a clean victory over this guy too, than to do that. Then you give it to Cody right now. You make Brock then cost Cody an opportunity to get back as another rematch against Roman. They have their match at SummerSlam. You keep the story going. Look, Brock Lesnar, even if he loses, that doesn't mean tomorrow night, on Monday night on Raw, that he ain't going to come out and bop Cody's head in for that loss. Cody going to get the boppings. We know how this works. Brock Lesnar does not play that. So I think it's Cody Rhodes tonight, ladies and gentlemen, without a shadow of a doubt. Moving on to the match that I know Daryl's been really looking forward to, actually, though. The one that he said, this is going to be the match of the night. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the, let me make sure I say this, World Heavyweight Championship. Daryl, who you got?
The person they've been freaking bigging up the whole time, Seth freaking Rollins. They're not giving it to AJ. AJ's on SmackDown. That's a Raw title. Make it make sense. That's all I want to say.
Mace, who you got?
I got Seth Rollins here. I think his character can survive without a title, but I think he deserves it. Straight up.
Oh, that would be a Seth Rollins sweep. Sorry, AJ. I just don't see them making a guy that is. Yes, you've been in WWE for quite a good amount of time now, but when you're looking at it on its face, Seth Rollins is a pure WWE guy. You're a guy that they brought in as a free agent. Who are they going to make the first champion? The guy that they've built this entire time, not the guy that they brought in. So, yeah, this is easy for me. But now, this is where things get complicated. Now we have the match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. We've got the team of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Might as well just call them. They are the bloodline because I don't know if you've seen the way he's been talking to them Usos, but the Usos ain't gonna keep that up much longer. They've been real disrespectful. So Daryl, who you got?
Get this Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn nonsense over with. Get them belts off of them. Make them become single freaking wrestlers and get out of the tag team division. I am sick of the gimmick. I'm sick of them cheering. I'm sick of it all. Throw them in the trash. Add Mr. Four Belts, Roman Reigns. That's what he is. Mr. Four Belts. Let him be the Bobby Lashley of TNA and take all the belts.
Mace, who you got, man?
This afternoon is the night. This is it. I'm calling it right now. The Usos are going to be the reason that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win.
I'm going to have to go bloodline. I think what you said, Mace, is 100% possible. I think it is totally reasonable, and this could be the moment because he's been talking real greasy to the Usos, like super like disrespectful, like you don't talk to your family that type of way greasy, you know what I mean? So this most definitely could be it. But I'm inclined to think, and it's because of something that I saw earlier, and it's since they did the brand split, there hasn't been one wrestler that has held every possible title that you could hold. If Roman wins these belts, he would be that guy. So I think this is their moment to say we're going to truly show you Roman's the greatest as he finishes the night in Saudi Arabia Night of Champions. with 4 belts in the air. Yeah, I think this is the moment. They're like, because now, what else can he do, right? Now you've already done the fracturing with him and the Usos. So now you can start showing his downfall, but it can never get greater than him holding 4 titles up at one time. You know what I mean? Like, it just can't get any greater. So that's my pick. Will I be right? We'll see within the next couple hours.
I think it happens tonight, man. I think.
Hey, not even tonight. In about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's tonight over there. It's, you know,
True.
I know how time zones work. It's tonight over there.
I'm glad you do, because a lot of people don't seem to know about time zones.
You know what? We're gonna pocket this. I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm keeping this one. Let's stop this right now. I'm gonna give y'all the real on time zones next week.
Oh God, somebody needs to do it. But Daryl, tell the people where to find you.
Twitch, Low Elo Janitor, YouTube, Low Elo Janitor. That's all. Yeah.
Mace, tell the people where to find you.
Yeah, you know, man. Twitter, funky_stuff09. I got some interesting little tidbits on there that y'all need to go check out. We got to do better as a people. And twitch.tv/swaggymace. You know, I'm pretty good at gaming. I'm gonna be entertained. Hit me up.
At JSpan the Man, everywhere you can catch me, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow the page, hit that notification bell so every time that we drop new content, you are notified. But yes, just want to say a special thank you to everybody in our Madden League that supported us over the year doing this show for sure. We've gotten a lot of support there. Shout out to all those people in GOAT League that have also supported us. We appreciate you guys there. Appreciate all the support and everybody else that supports us. Just wanted to make sure we said a special thank you to all you guys, because hey, like I tell you guys each and every time, we try and have a lot of fun to do the show. We do it for you guys, to do it to keep you entertained, and we do it with love from our hearts. So all that being said, this is another resounding episode of your favorite weekly sports show, and that is ITC
Sportsball.
Yeah.